I'm Vicky Chaputa, I'm the producer at Score. So the idea of creating a new Christmas carol for this year came from actually my own personal sadness about not being able to do any caroling this year. It's something I always try and do, it makes me feel really festive, and I do a lot of singing during the year, so something that you're always building up towards. But the idea that we weren't going to be able to do that this Christmas because of all the COVID restrictions was really, really sad. And there's lots and lots of choirs all over the country, all over the world really, that haven't been able to get together and do their normal rehearsals. So the idea of creating something specifically for this Christmas, which has been just a crazy year, that celebrates hope and community and the importance of music and togetherness, it seemed like a really good opportunity. So the idea of commissioning a local composer was something that I was really passionate about, and having some emerging musicians from the region to sing it was really, really important to me. You know, being able to support people based in the Northwest at this really difficult time, that was one of the main reasons for getting it up and running. So I found Ollie, I had a good listen to his music, and he's based in Manchester, so that was obviously a great connection. His music is just really beautiful. It's very flowing, it's really beautiful to sing, and in terms of kind of wide appeal for people who wouldn't necessarily listen to lots of choral music, it's very accessible. Also brilliant for amateur choirs as well as the group of professionals that are going to be doing the original recording. So it really was a marriage made in heaven, really.
Hi there, I'm Ollie Lambert, a choral composer based here in Manchester, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my latest commission for Script and Score, a piece called Music on Christmas Morning. Being commissioned to write an unaccompanied carol, a piece for a time of year that's about community and seeing loved ones during a time in our lives where for a lot of us that isn't an option. It was really important to me to write a piece that not only embodied the festive spirit of the commission, but also had an underlying feeling of hope. With that in mind, I think one of the most important parts of this process was getting the text right. And I was delighted when I found this poem by Anne Bronte, Music on Christmas Morning, that I feel really embodies the message that I was trying to portray with this commission. I really wanted to create a piece that was accessible to all kinds of singers, from professionals to amateurs and beginners. And I was actually lucky enough early in the writing process of this work to meet the singers involved in the recording premiere of the piece. And having information like the individual ranges of each singer involved really helped inform some of the writing on this.
Hi, my name's Anna. I'm singing soprano in our lovely carol. I'm so excited to be a part of this project. I think that any opportunity this year to be able to sing with other people just feels so special, and that is all exacerbated by the fact that we can share it with each other and with other people through the internet. Yeah, it's such a great thing to be a part of and to be able to make connections with other people around Manchester. So I'm so grateful to be involved, and it's such a wonderful carol, and I really hope everyone enjoys it.
Troubled dreams or slumbers deep, that music kindly bids us wake. It calls us with an angel's voice to wake and worship and rejoice. As that we hear on Christmas morn upon the
Hi, my name's Olivia, and I will be singing alto for Ollie's new piece, Music on Christmas Morning. It's been so great to work on this project alongside such other talented musicians, and I hope we can bring you some joy and Christmas spirit in spite of such a hard and difficult year for all of us. Merry Christmas.
Hello, my name is Charlie, and I'm singing tenor in this wonderful carol that Ollie Lambert has written for Script and Score. It's a really exciting project. It's lovely to be able to be supporting a young composer and an emerging company, and it's just nice to do some singing, you know, after everything's been virtual or distant for such a long time, and we're really looking forward to recording it next week. So yes.
Break from troubled dreams, from troubled dreams, from troubled dreams, oh, can't do that bit. Troubled dreams or slumbers deep.
It's a really, really beautiful, sentimental carol that's hopefully going to bring a lot of kind of touching Christmas cheer to people this Christmas, who aren't necessarily going to be able to celebrate in the same way as normal, and particularly as musicians when we can't celebrate in the same way as normal by having big carol services with everyone singing along. We're hoping that this sort of thing is going to bring the cheer from a distance, I suppose.
I really wanted to create a piece that was accessible to all kinds of singers, from professionals to amateurs and beginners, and I was actually lucky enough early in the writing process of this work to meet the singers involved in the recording premiere of the piece, and having information like the individual ranges of each singer involved really helped inform some of the writing on this. Over the last year we've seen a huge rise in split screen recordings and virtual performances, which I've been involved in myself over the last year. So it's really refreshing to be commissioned again to write a piece that is to be rehearsed and recorded and performed in person in the same room. The writing process for this piece was quite an interesting one because, as I said before, it's been a while now since I've written a piece where it was intended for the singers to sing in the same room together. Over the past 8 or 9 months, a lot of my commissions, if not all of them, have been for virtual projects, virtual choirs, where you have to take into account things like the part writing and making sure that each part is singable and almost makes sense on its own in isolation for ease of learning and performance, and to make sure it works in that virtual setting. So to have the opportunity to write a piece where I knew the singers were going to be performing it in person in the same room, I really wanted to explore that side of my writing and to finally write a piece where the parts do interdepend on each other, and you do need to hear the other parts for the piece to make sense and to give the piece its identity.
We really wanted to create something that was emotionally and musically gonna really connect with people, and I think we've really created that. The idea that this carol will live beyond this year, that amateur choirs can pick it up the next year and reflect on what a difficult year 2020 was, and hopefully, you know, how far we've come. That will be really special. It's something that can live on beyond this project.
I'm really grateful to Vicky and Script and Score for inviting me to write this piece, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the premiere recording. And I hope that next Christmas and the Christmas after that, we can use this carol as an opportunity to reflect on what a turbulent year this has been for all of us.